It's the Caleb MTG Show.
I think this is well, I could see putting a bunch of bugs in the soup. I think this is a Palantir. It looks like an orb when he's holding it up like that, but he's actually showing you the backside of a bowl for putting soup in. Definitely a soup-based card. Is there soup being made in that jar? Is that what's in there? Seems like Daredevil's making some other kind of soup. Something creamy. Sir Ginger. Oh, you need ginger for the soup. Good call. Good call, chat. Am I not getting another pang? Okay. This is just not a soupy pack, is it? Waterlogged soup? I mean, all soup is waterlogged, right? Oh, it's a cookbook. Mystical Tutor's looking at a cookbook. I think you're right. I think you're right about that. Hey, Scrynet, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 15 months. Venison stew. I don't mind some venison stew. Yeah, forked bolt, not very soupy. Spooned bolt, very soupy. Trying to get soup with a fork, that doesn't make sense. That was kind of pretty, Dragon Lord. Good luck with your caroling. Caleb D approved message there. Is a Mystic Forge a good place to cook soup? You think Brazenbauer is stealing soup? I could see that. Oh man. That's definitely something you could eat soup with. Just slurp it up in a little opal sphere thing. You don't want this. You don't have to forget how to make soup. You don't want a bunch of snakes in the soup. These are all terrible. Now this one, however. Stone soup. Stone soup is a thing. There's a whole book about it. Oh my god. Look what's Lauren's doing. Definitely cooking soup. Definitely. There's nothing else that this could be. That's literally what the art is. Leovold's trying to make deals. Soup-based deals, I'm sure. I don't know what's going on there, but it's not soup-based. Is this like a scene of compliments to the chef? Is that what's going on? Is Courier bringing us soup? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. What else would Courier be bringing? This is sadness, soup sadness. You don't want an earthquake when there's a nice hot bowl of soup to scarble. Is PV pro soup? He's pro Olive Garden. There's soup at Olive Garden. Is that loose? Talisman looks like something you could eat soup out of. Consider the soup. He said, PV loves soup. Do you have receipts for that? This looks like a sadly soupless pack. You think Fire Covenant is soup adjacent? Is it? I guess you need fire to cook the soup. Confluence is a soup bowl. I can see that. As much as I can see any of this. Rabbit soup. Cookbook. Who wants soup? We all do! suppose a giant could eat soup with a batter skull. Not very well. Put that leaf in some soup, right? Right? Am I wrong here? Well, Emery's definitely in the soup. Emery will probably come back to us, though. It's funny how Time Walk works with the Mystical Tutor, but I don't think Time Walk is as soupy as Mox Ruby is. Like, that Mox Ruby looks like a little tomato. A little fire roasted tomato going in the soup. That's what I think of. The Time Walk perspective, that is not a good place to make soup. On the edge of some weird clock. Hanging above the clouds. Terrible place for soup. Do you know how to cook at high altitude? I don't. Soup takes time to cook. You get more soup if you take more turns. What do you even do with this peg? Stoneforge is between two soup bowls, is it? Hey, none of this is very soup-like. Dragon soup? I don't think dragon soup sounds very good. And the art is very unsoup-like. Stoneforge Mystic has eaten too much soup and is resting afterwards. That's what's going on there. Bring some soup to show and tell. Yeah, there's very few soup-based cards. I'm gonna have to take some food card over like a Black Lotus. Some shit. Glorybringer's telling people about soup. Like the Kool-Aid Man, but for soup. Just like breaking through the building, annihilating everybody. Soup time! It's fucking... Looking for the right recipe. I could see it. Romantic soup dinner by candlelight. Charred soup? No, you don't want to burn the soup. You don't want to burn it. Do they serve soup at Grizzlebee's? Rabbit soup it is. A Restless Cottage literally makes food. I don't know if it makes soup specifically, though, right? It becomes a horror. I think I'm feeling the soup. I think I'm feeling the rabbit stew. I'd eat the shit out of this bunny. Into the pot. Should we have soup at the wedding? Wedding soup is a thing. More cookbooks. Cat soup. It's already, like, resting in the pot, too. The kitty. I think I dig the cookbook. Can never be too well read when you're researching soups. Ooh, this kind of makes me think about food. I don't know if it's soup specifically. Soul Cauldron for making soup. Soul Cauldron would be good. We have a Mystic Forge to cook soup in. Scrounging around, finding ingredients for soup. Turning creatures into soup. Alright, hear me out, hear me out. You sacrifice a food, how much life do you gain? You gain 3 life. You exile an opposing creature with 3 power, how much do they gain? 3 life, that's right. Solitude's all about food. It's been about food the whole time. It's all about converting. Condemns the bad bowl. It looks like someone's having tummy trouble there. I want good soup, though. I want this to be a deck about good soup. Maybe we'll find some further in. If we have the right tracker, if we have the right team. Revoking all chat's bad soup ideas. There's a lot here that is just not very soup based. I don't know if I can handle breakfast burrito into pancake robot. I don't know if I can handle these two right next to each other. This one will settle me. Oh wow. Oh, look at this pack. Oysters. Where's the oyster? Oh, here in the Mox Pearl art. Yeah, there's a little oyster hum. We got our fire red tomatoes. And an oyster too. We got bunnies. I mean, all kinds of things here. Does Comet go in the soup? Huh? Don't eat the dog? But what if I'm hungry? What colors are we? White question mark. I know Winter Orb says orb. Oh, maybe Thraben Inspector is finding soup ingredients. I was gonna say, that could be another bowl. That could be another bowl for eating soup out of. The orb itself looks pretty soup-like. You look at that? Crab for the chowder. A large crab to make chowder out of. People eat flowers. There's edible flowers. We have a garnish for the soup. Lotus is a vegetable. Oh, we gotta even up the spices of this stew we're cooking. Gotta taste it halfway through, balance it out, a little bit more salt. Too much salt, a little bit more flour. A well-balanced soup. Yum. How do rebels taste? I do think this bird looks goddamn delicious. Flametongue Kavu turns the whole creature into a soup. Cooks them in their own juices. Get lost, all the soup is mine. I am here to confiscate your soup. No, I don't know. Portal to a land where there's better soup. I think I'd rather eat a bird than these other creatures. Gotta keep the soup in the jar. Gotta have something to stir the soup with. This is an illegal soup station. It's alright, I've got the bribe. You shouldn't have to bribe people to come eat your soup. Maybe the soup is the bribe. I think I like the stirring stick. I buy that. Does this look delicious? Does this look edible? The jewel is the soup. Like hardened soup. I can see it. Jellyfish soup. Is that a thing? I don't know if I've heard of people eating jellyfish. Crystal salt for the soup. Yes, yes. I dig it. Garrick would definitely bring all kinds of varmints. Varmints to put in the stew. Definitely inviting him for soup night. Kiki Jiggy just pointing. Look, that's where the good soup is. This pack was so good when we looked at it earlier. And now it just looks like poop. Poop soup, as it were. Yeah, Crooks is coming to soup night whether you want him to or not. One nice bowl. An empty bowl to put our soup in. Bitter. Bitter could be a good flavor for soup. Pepper can be bitter, for example. Gotta have the balance of flavors, right? Botanical, bunch of plants. Plants for the stew. A portal to somewhere where there's an actual card game based on soup. Something like this. We can splash the Mystical Tutor, and the Mystical Tutor for Enlightened Tutor. I mean, Mystical Tutor for balance is actually quite good. Solid number of white sources here, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This would be 10 white sources. 5 blue is more than we need for the mystical. That's not like not counting Lotus Petal, right? This is only 6 red and 8 green. We don't need this forest at all. Now it's 7 red, 7 green. What should we cut this island for? Go up to 8 red. Soup step. I forgot that this is a song about the Jedi that wastes all the other Jedi and eats their bones. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? Soup bones. Is this it? Is this the best song ever made? Did we find it? Hey, Mary Winter, thanks for 3 months. GLHF, thank you. Super, love it. Should have cracked this clue while they're tapped out in case they have like actual shock, fire ice or something. Oh well, it's certainly gonna crack. I wonder how many turns in a row they're gonna bounce this Winter Orb. Yeah, I should have fucking cracked that on my turn once again while they were tapped out, I was just demonstrating. Why I should have done that. I know I talked about it. I don't think I talked about why as well. Figured I'd show it, and figured I'd show it by making the same supposed error. Really just a learning experience for chat there. Very educational stream, exactly. Error-free, of course. Low in errors, high in education. Right? Do I want balance? Yeah, sure. And now you get to teach me, Tybalt. It's a circle. Some people definitely learn by example. I think you're wrong. Oh, someone's coming. You may have your bachelor's in education, but I think it can't be that hard. I'm pretty sure I'd be just as good. Now, because we masterfully baited that lightning bolt earlier, the Thari gets a chance to get in, see? Made soup of that fucking board state. I like how the splashed mystical tutor was good. It was like actually good. Fists of Thor. Don't live in the past. We're in a whole different game now. It's important. This is again me teaching you. It's important to focus on the task at hand. I'm not trying to correct someone who's obviously playing perfect over here. These starts are pretty good. Little mock start. Oh my god. These spell pierces though. Not loving those. I don't know if I'm in the mood for this one. What am I in the mood for? Yeah. That Nirvana classic, just how we all remember it. It means we looked for cards that are to do with soup. It's soup, friend. It's not complicated. Like Mystical Tutors looking in a cookbook. Exactly the song we all remember. Just major key Nirvana will get you there, rando. I think the germ's gonna get bounced here. That's what I think. It's not getting bounced? Don't they have like 10 bounce spells? Well, that seems good for me. This blasphemy that you tuned into? What? What's blasphemous? Just hanging out, listening to some Nirvana. Hello, Nirvana. Makes me feel great, Bluff. Well done. Oh, I milled my Mox Opal. I'm gonna mull this and find some Moxen. Technically a Mox. We can do better though. If only we had 5 cards with this hand, be a pretty good 5-carder. Kind of a good mold of 4, right? His courier can draw 3 cards next turn, and the tracker can draw a card. Poop. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep waiting. What happened to my cards? I mean, I did mold a 4 on the play. Mox off the top here would be sexy. I'll take that too. Even sexier. Kind of feels like this Winter Orb's doing some work. Brain damage in like a good way, Tybalt. That's alright. We got something nice and pleasant coming up. The fact that they're just dying to my rabbit makes me like not want to play this balance. But it does make them discard like their whole hand. Kind of great. Fuck it. We're making rabbit soup! We came to make bunny soup! Get in the fucking pot. They're done? They don't want to play anymore? Alright. Alright. You think this is the most disturbing song that I play on stream? I don't always play all 9 minutes of it, though. We're only 2 minutes in. All right. There's another mashup coming up. This is the Prodigy versus Enya. Sail My Bitch Away. You can already tell it's going to be a masterpiece. That was a Moldifor. We just went on that Moldifor. Easy peasy. It's not like the best balance ever or anything. Maybe if we'd add another Mox. It's only discarding 1 card. We are two for winning them, though, right? 2-mana Kolaghan's Command. Still good. Whatever happened to Enya, you don't want to know. Nothing pleasant. Yeah, don't even Google it. Let's just say that it's fitting that we did a soup stip. And leave it at that. This Garrick's gonna pop off with his staff if we get to untap with it. Is this only creatures? Yeah, it has to be a creature token, so Tracker doesn't do it. If I were you, Hugoba, I would apparently go to my meme playlist and scroll through it until you found it. Like, I think you could put your question into YouTube, and you would probably get the song you're thinking of. Like, just copy and paste. Ah, damn. Mox Opal, a bit of a non-boat with Tireless Tracker, and that it's not a land. Covetous Jewel, a little bit of a non-boat with Tireless Tracker. It doesn't trigger landfall, because it is, in fact, a 6-mana artifact. Solitude, actually pretty good with Tireless Tracker. You need to be able to kill things to get, clear the way. Opponent could make so much mana right now. 8. They could make 8 mana. Is this music? What are we listening to? Tubular Bells? I mean, I usually jam Tubular Bells. Not quite the stream for it. Was casting a Shield Breaker? Oh, right, this song. I remember this now. Making fucking soup out of this board state, that's what we're doing. Why would this stand out to me? That's a good question. Why would it? Two and 0, just like we all predicted. Everyone predicted the 2-0. This hand like almost works, right? Like you tutor for Mox. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the track that's insulting my makeup. I don't want to feel bad about my makeup today. We're gonna go on ahead. Play this little ditty about Martin Scorsese, and about how he makes some pretty good movies. I think this activation was a mistake. I think it should have gone bunny equip. I tapped the red source. Fuck it, I'm gonna crack the bitter. I'm off it. I'm off myself. And that shrinks the regal. Amazing. Great stuff, Caleb. Yarp. No. I don't know if... Yeah. Yeah, all right. This is from the Hamburger Helper mixtape, which is 7 years old. This came out 7 years ago. You feel so old? Yeah, right? Am I about to get fucking draw 7'd out? Don't you do it. Don't you dare fucking... Ponder's fine. Come on, land. Let's go land. Five and 0 so far, yeah. We're gonna revoke her Lion's Eye Diamond. I guess. I guess that's the thing I'm gonna do. This song is for people that love Dragon Force and Eminem. I know you're out there. I know we got at least multiple people watching this very stream who this is for. And it's your fault. Should play around days. Apparently not. Heart of Days with no island. Fair. Y'all are so critical. Caleb, that's not an island. It's not a legal play they can move. I was just testing y'all. You passed. You've graduated the first round of Caleb Poop Soup. Magic the Gathering School. Yeah! The 3060, as we all predicted. Soup meta, best meta. Unbeatable. Unbeatable. All soup all the time. Let's go. Yeah.